Okay, I'm back again. I've made this video public, right? Because I'm sick of being told that I'm sprouting misinformation about the cashless debit card, right? So I made the stupid mistake of making a comment to Zach Menhennet, Zach Menhennet for Hinkler, Pauline Hanson's One Nation page. Right, I made a comment last week in regards to the cashless debit card. Okay? And I'm being constantly trolled by one person in particular, right, who just won't believe what Pauline did. And I'm over it, right? Erin Wright. Okay. Oh, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but that is simply not true. There's a lot of propaganda out there on both sides. The trial in the Hinkler electorate is for under 35s only. Excuse me? You have to be 36 to get off the card, not under 35. You don't get off it on your 35th birthday, you get off it on your 36th birthday. And Pauline still can't get that through her thick skull after 6 years of voting for the card, and for the 3 years that people on the cashless debit card in Hinkler have been on the card. Right? Zach has said he's not for the card and will be the voice of the people of Hinkler if he's elected. Rubbish. Pauline is not going to let him vote against her. No way. Right? Like I said before, if Labor and Liberal get in without a strong crossbench, it won't matter anyway because there'll be no cash. Because they're convincing people that, Labor and Liberals are going to take away cash, which is just not bloody true. It was One Nation that stopped the cash ban the government was trying to bring in. Yeah, for the rich. While they voted away access to cash for the poor. And I'm over this, right, because I'm giving them factual information on the page, right, and they won't hear it. Of course not, because Pauline just says it's all lies. When people on the disability support pension from Kalgoorlie rang her up, when we showed video evidence of them holding their damn cards, they got called liars, they got hung up on, right? And the latest bullshit I saw was, oh, anybody over 36 volunteered for it. No, they didn't, Pauline. You went to bloody Kalgoorlie Senate inquiry. You got roasted, Pauline, for your racial remarks in that Senate inquiry, and you voted to put all of the goldfields on the cashless debit card back in 2018. That included people on the disability support pension and their carers, and the DSS stats don't lie. And they didn't get to volunteer. And you tore families apart. And you've screwed up families' budgeting. And many people have gone homeless and bankrupt. And people have lost their lives over this. I'm angry, okay? I'm really angry about this. Because I'm getting sick of all this bullshit, all right, on their page. Now, I have posted to Erin Wright. But of course, she's got this and this happening, right? Okay? The original trial started in 2016. And Pauline has voted to extend all trials, and I put up the DSS stats. Apparently that's misinformation. Directly from the DSS. They do monthly stats as to who is on the card, where they are, what payments they're on. We get that updated every month from the DSS. But no, that's misinformation according to One Nation supporters and Pauline Hanson, right? Apparently, according to Zach Menhennet, right, they're the only political party that serves the interests of the people we represent. Well, you don't represent me because I'm on a disability support pension and you want to strip my rights away from me. You want to take my freedoms away from me, right? You want to fucking take my life away from me, right? So you don't represent me, Zach or Pauline Hanson. Or, what is it? Nathan Buckley is the representative for Wide Bay. He's not supporting me either. They don't give a shit about us here on the bottom row at all. Right? There's no way he's going to be independently. He's not going to sit in One Nation and vote against the cashless debit card in the Senate. Pauline's not going to allow that. Jesus, I don't know where he thinks he's going to get that idea from. But he's busy anti-mandating and anti-vaxxing, So they've got the pie in the sky, right? This Erin Wright goes, I think your views are very distorted. The rollout started in Hinkler in January 2019, so that's only 3 years. I mean, how thick are these people? So I reminded her that the rollout started in Seduna in 2016. And then it went to Kalgoorlie, courtesy of One Nation, Pauline Hanson, right? Again. And then it got extended again, courtesy of Pauline Hanson, again. And then it got extended again. And on the 9th of December 2020, it got extended again, and it got expanded into the Northern Territory and the Cape York. And now there's 26 age pensioners on the card. 5 of them are over 75 years of age, and 9 people volunteered for it in the Cape York. The rest have been forced. No people, no, Pauline, people don't get to volunteer for this. And you've just got this happening because you don't want to know. You're not representing people. I don't know who you think you're representing, right? And the excuses being thrown around by this candidate, right? That it's not supposed to be used for disability or age pension. It was just for a trial of JobKeeper. He can't even write job seeker. He doesn't even know what he's fucking talking about. That's what drives me nuts, right? We've done so much work over the last 7 years. And if you go to www.thesayno7.com, you go and have a look at all the information, the reports, the evaluations, right? All of it, the submissions, the reports, the evaluations, the stories from card holders, the works, everything is on there, right? I'm sorry, they can't accept facts, right? One Nation has got their fingers in their ears. They're blind to the damage that the card has done. Everybody's on job seeker as far as they're concerned. Everybody's under 25 as far as they're concerned, right? And the rest of us can all just go to hell, right? I'm not going to stop fighting, right? This guy claims he's against it, but you can't vote against your party, mate. Right? Simple as that. You can't vote against your party. So what are you going to do? Are you going to use the platform like Rod Cullerton did? Go in, get sworn out, then dump and sit as an independent? I'm sick of people are doing that in the Senate. You know what I mean? I really am. Or people like Craig Kelly, who suddenly, I'm not a Liberal anymore. I'll go and sit as independent. Then I'll join UAP. But I'll still vote, and I'll give my supply, and I'll vote with the LNP anyway. Right? But for this woman to come back at me going, misinformation, stuffer. Right? All right, so Zach I can't pronounce his name. I'm tired. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to him. Right, I don't know him. Just call him Zach. It's easier for me to say it. Talking facts, she only supported long-term job seekers. Well, if she only wanted job seekers on it, why she vote for it through? Why she vote it through? Knowing that everybody else was going to be put on it, and it immediately jumped up to over 15,500 people on it now. Why did she pass it? Because she couldn't get every other payment off of it. It's for all payments, no? So I've just said to him, rubbish. She voted for everyone. She voted for all working age parents in 2017 to put Kalgoorlie on it. Went to 17 to 67, all payments. So what are you saying? She doesn't know what the legislation says? Right? If that were true, knowing this impacts all ages and payments except for Hinkler, right? This is what I said to him. Under 36, parenting payments, youth allowance and job seeker, including casual workers. Why did she vote it through over and over? And all he says was, just remember LNP and ALP they are the majority votes. I don't get it. No? One Nation could have protected the rights of Australians and the human rights. I suggest this guy learn to read legislation really quickly, right? I've just said to him, see a Hansard video. I'm not going to even post it. We want Pauline Pantsdown to take over One Nation. She's more suitable and Hanson is better to poison her customers with fish and chips. Idea, indigestion, the idiot is deluded. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? You know? Look, stuff them. These people will vote. They'll vote to shoot themselves in the face. That's all I can say. And it's frustrating me. Right? Because they just refuse to see what Pauline's done. Well, I've just posted the parliamentary vote. They can't ignore it. We'll see if it gets removed, okay? Can't ignore what is in full living colour. The ayes who voted it through, 34 to 33. If Pauline and Malcolm had voted against it, the bill would not have gotten up. Okay? But no. It was their votes in the Senate. And then he's trying to say, oh, but Liberals and Labor have the majority. Well, Labor voted against it. All of them voted against it. And Liberals voted for it. He doesn't even know what the crossbench does. Right? On one hand, he's going, we have the power in the Senate. We can take the power because we're the crossbench. And then the other hand, he's saying, we don't have any power. Our votes don't matter. Well, they do matter. And they've mattered to a lot of people. And it's destroyed a lot of lives. I'm over it. I just get frustrated and I'm just getting pissed off with this lady, whoever it is, keeps saying it's misinformation. And I keep giving her DSS documents, parliamentary documents, and she's trying to say it's misinformation. Deluded much? Right? You know? Oh, these people frustrate the hell out of me. They really do. Oh, well, if they're going to shoot themselves in the foot and put themselves on cashless debit cards, that's not my problem. I've already crossed the dilemma today already of having someone who made the choice to, they've ended up on cashless debit card due to their personal choices, and then they're coming to me asking for help, and it's like, well, you're best off going here and you're best off doing that, and that's it. These weren't people that, and I just said, we have been warning people for the last 7 years, if you lose your job and you end up on Social Security in a card area, you will go on a card. All right? And now we've got people who have made conscious decisions to give up jobs because of their personal choices and are now, oh, what are we going to do? We're on the card. All right? Can't help you. Can't do anything for you. All I can do is, there's how you do your opt-out. There's how you do that. I'm here for the card holders that copped it 3 years ago, didn't get a chance. Right? If people choose to give up work to go on a cashless debit card, what can I do for them? What can I do? All right? I can't do it all, can I? Whereas I've got people that didn't choose to give up jobs, who just couldn't get jobs or have been sick or disabled, carers, just been young, casual votes, right? It's just, they didn't get the option. They didn't get to choose. You know what I mean? They didn't get to choose. Whereas the people that have been on it since 2016, they never got the choice. And they've had their rights stripped, and I'm over it. And like, I made a TikTok today. I think it was. And I put it this way. I don't even know where I put the piece of paper now. Put it this way, I'm an Australian citizen, right? And I feel like my citizenship is worthless. Because if I'm not covered under the rule of law and non-discrimination, my consumer rights, my statutory rights, my legal protections in right, my human rights are not protected, I'm not protected as a citizen of this country. So what am I? Am I still a citizen or not? I've been downgraded. Even though I'm not on the card yet, if it comes to me, I've been downgraded. Everybody who's on a card has been downgraded. And that's what I hate. That's what is really bugging me. We are not for sale. We are not for sale, right? Simple as that. We're just not for sale. And, and to just use us to make profits off of us and take advantage of the poverty that we live in, right? On the struggles that we live in and the low-paid incomes that people have from low-paid casualised jobs is despicable. It's the lowest thing a country can do is sell its own citizens for profits. You know, and stripping away their rights. This has been done before in the past, okay? But I'm not going to say any more about that. And it's time this country woke up. It is not to be normalised. All right, I've had a couple of fights with trolls on TikTok. One side, well, if you don't want to be paid that way, don't accept the payments. Excuse me. You know, that was it. That was the final straw. We'd argued with that one for a couple of days and that was it. I banned it on TikTok. I'm just sick of knowing that somebody like Pauline Hanson doesn't respect me as an Australian citizen, has no care for my health or what I'm going through, and would quite happily see me sold to Indu, put on a cashless debit card, dictated to like a 2-year-old, right, and my dignity, self-esteem, and my human rights and my legal rights. As she says, if you're on welfare, you don't have any rights. That's because she legislated them away. That's because she voted them away, right? I'm sick of the hypocrisy of that woman. Screaming freedom, my body, my choice, my rights, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to my rights, they're sold off, right? They're sold off, right? Your rights are sold off. She sold everybody out. Oh, but the cash ban bill. The cash ban bill was for the wealthy. Nothing to do with people on social security payments. She voted for people on social security payments to have cash removed, 80% of their income, and given to Indu for free. So they make a profit. Their shareholders make a profit. Their employees getting paid $126,000 for 6-month contracts to control and dictate and belittle people on as low as $9,000 a year or less, right? I've got to go. I have blood pressure tablets to take and I need to calm down. All right. But yeah, just remember that the candidate for Hinkler hasn't got a clue, probably hasn't read the legislation for himself, probably doesn't know how to, and is just going to, oh, well, I don't support it. Good for you. You're not going to be able to vote against your party, mate. You're in the wrong party. All right. And talking about the cash ban bill, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what cashless debit card is against cash ban bill. So, Pauline's only looking out for her mates too. Okay? And I can tell you now, people on social security and low paid income workers are not part of her demographic that she's looking out for. All right, guys. Night.